my own responsibilities, I also realized that by having responsibilities for the community as well can work to make it better. And I hope that all of us have that trust within ourselves.
What I've learned from responsibility from becoming a part of ASOC, because this is my first semester becoming a part of ASOC, what I've noticed while listening in on the meetings and everything, I have to be able to be responsible for my actions. I have to be able to be on top of things. I have to be more organized, and also I have to be considerate of all everybody's opinions. So I believe the responsibility for me serving as an ASOC senator is the fact that, like, being in charge of your own actions and being able to understand what everybody's viewpoints are.
Respect. Respect has been one of the biggest things that I've seen throughout these meetings. We're able to compromise, and we're able to see that we all have that, despite all the differing viewpoints that we have on different things, we're still able to work together and get it to kind of bloom. You know, get the things that we need done successfully. Kind of like how we had Magda Brown in around our neighborhood. You know, practically all of us came out together to go like advocate for this event, and even just showing up was a really great sign. You know, and I also myself learned more about respect by all the different people that I'm meeting here, and I'm humbled by what everybody has to say, what everybody does, and all of you really have become like brothers and sisters to me, which I feel very, very happy about.
So to add on to what Alex was saying, if you want to be respected, respect those who have opinions, and also treat them equally, treat them with all honesty, and most of all, just treat them like the way that they treat you, to make it a better environment and also a better sense of community.
Goodbye. Integrity. Is what I can definitely see is within all of us, you know, because we know that we have to get things done, and that we have to own up to our actions as a part of representing ASOC. And what I think ASOC has contributed to my sense of integrity is that apart from being able to carry out my actions, I have to be able to do them with everything that I've got.
For me, integrity is everybody's sense of intelligence. So I want everybody to believe that everybody has their own sense of intellectual ability, and I don't want you guys to think that if some of us are smarter than others, it doesn't mean that we're putting you down. We're just trying to lift you guys up. We're trying to lift your guys' spirit up. We want you guys to have a sense of purpose, a sense of need, a sense of want, and a sense of desire.
Leadership. We all think about it. What was the first step into becoming an executive or becoming a senator? You know, like when I thought about leadership, I really thought about what I could offer to ASOC as well as offer to those around me. And just like Ms. Debbie talked about the concept of the servant leader, you know, just because you have that much stature in our school doesn't mean that around and just be like, hey, you know, I make decisions, and you know what? Just because of that, I'm better than you. I hope, and it's not only that. It's also that we have to have like all of. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this all together. And it's not only that, but it's also really in taking the first step towards something good.
To me, a true leader symbolizes a person that followers can follow and in which some of us can idolize. So basically, a true leader is humble enough to accept mistakes if there's mistakes given. And most of all, if you want to become a leader, go for it. Dream big, aim high, and reach for the stars. You know, that's my definition of a leader.
Purpose. We all have. If we haven't, I'm sorry, just getting this together. But you know, for a while in my own life, I kind of felt like I was lost. I couldn't find my own way and my own reason for being here on this earth, you know. And it's painful when you think that you have no purpose, that you are not desired by the people around you, and that the people you are surrounded by only work against you. But once I came into ASOC, I realized that I found my calling in being able to help other people, and really to make them to help them in being the best person that they could possibly be. And that also is another reason why I'm really glad that I joined ASOC.
For me, my purpose of joining ASOC is not only meeting new individuals, capturing new ideas and thoughts and opinions, but also finding that sense of purpose in which, like what the quote from Diana Ross says, you can't just sit there and wait for people to give you that golden dream of yours. You have to get out there and make it happen for yourself. So basically, this is my way of trying to this is my way of coping and understanding, like, my sense of purpose here is to try to build a better community within myself, trying to make a sense of purpose with each and every one of you guys.
Outreach. Yes, and ASO, just like what we talked about earlier, it's kind of harsh that not a lot of people know about ASOC and what it can offer to us. But I can see that we're all working towards being a more proactive member of our own college society, and trusting in the fact that we all learn from the things that we do.
From my understanding of outreach is, like, based on all the meetings that we've had for ASOC, it's a work in progress. So basically means that, like, we're trying. Sometimes we might go the negative route. Sometimes you go to the positive route. But if we can't go continually to a certain goal if all of us are not on one particular purpose. So that's what I believe that's happening right now for our ASOC. So we're not in the negative route, we're not in the positive route, we're just in the middle right now.
Community. You guys are my whole new community, my whole family, and you know, all of you are unique, intelligent, ambitious individuals, and you all have really become very close to my heart, and I know that we're all trying our best to help each other, and as well as to help our students. And just like Al said, we're kind of in the middle road right now. So we really need to find our strong, kind of like a strong path, kind of like our stronger path in a sense, where all of our ideas are able to come together and be able to be enacted.
Okay, so like based on my opinion about community is like, besides you guys are my new family. I want to leave you guys with my quote before like, even if we do separate paths and we don't cross each other's paths anymore, because we all go to different universities or different aspects of life, I want you guys to understand that all of us are people of value. I don't want you guys to think that like, oh, because of all this negative criticism that we ever experience in all our lives, I want you guys to just always remember, we are always people of value. We have to love ourselves, we have to respect ourselves, and most of all, we can't let others tell us right from wrong. We have to define our own definition of the possibilities of endless dreams that we always want to attain.
Advocacy. As senators and executives, we are all ambassadors of Ohlone College. In the way that we present ourselves to others as well as to ourselves, we all have our own unique personalities, and we can kind of tweak. And because we're all role models with different parts to each other, you know, we can all make that work in a sense, and show that not only are we serious about being able to get work done, but that we're also people too, and that we have our own sense of humor, we have our own hobbies, you know, that kind of thing.
My definition of advocacy is don't be silent. If you have something to say, say it. Even if it might hurt people, but at the same time, try to say it in a respectable criticism kind of way. So if you want to advocate for something, stay on top of things. Gather the information, and most of all, fight for a cause, fight for a reason, and most of all, try to push it out there.
Speak your mind. Training. We all work out. and I practically grew up in a gym. My parents have been taking me to the gym since I was 3 months old. And I know that sounds kind of freaky, but truthfully, when you think about it, when we go to a gym, we go there to work out different parts of our bodies, and ASOC in a sense can kind of parallel to a gym, because when we're in ASOC, we're working out all of our different ideas, and we're all contributing our own perspectives to other people.
This training slide, I found this quote from Vernon Howard, and I kind of liked it, so I believe this is my definition of training. Always walk through life as if you have something new to learn, and you will. Because like, if you guys don't continue to indulge your minds into learning something new, then how are we going to prosper? How are you going to prosper? How are you going to grow? How are you going to incline? So that's my understanding from training. And that's it. Thank you.